Yo, today we got our special guest, nothing but illustrious guest.
You already know what time it is, y'all. Today, coming to the table, we have Zendaya, who is an actress, designer, and co-star of Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Also, she does wild drugs in Euphoria. Give it up for Zendaya. Yeah! Come on out. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Give a hug. Group hug. Best friend forever.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let's get right to the point. On Euphoria, are you doing real drugs?
No. No, absolutely not.
No, but you are so good in it. Where do you draw the inspiration for the drug usage? Because, like, you clearly are not selling Adderall
No.
in bathroom stores.
Well, our writer and creator and director, Sam Levinson, struggled with addiction for a long part of his life. And a lot of what Rue is and stems from and was created from is himself and his own personal stories and his own life. So we just have a lot of like open dialogue, a lot of like conversations, and he's like just an open book with his life, which I'm very thankful for because again, I can only understand so much. So we just talk.
Your audience, because you're doing the full gamut of roles. Yeah. Was there any trepidation that like maybe people wouldn't accept you in this role, or
No,
like
of
they wouldn't be able to believe you in it?
Of course, because
She ain't singing in this shit.
yeah, I mean, of course, because, you know, I have, you know, I come from the Disney background, and so, like, that's something that I've always been proud of, and I try to accept, but I also wanted to be able to grow from it, and my number one thing was I just didn't want to go too soon, too fast, and I just wanted to take my time and build myself outside of it.
Right.
But there came this point where, you know, I can understand people's, like, because, you know, I try to look at my career, like, as an outsider looking in, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta step out and you go, okay, well, I understand why people would think that she can't do it because this is what you've seen thus far of myself. And I think sometimes that doubt, as any normal person would feel, you start to doubt yourself as well. So I had a lot of worries in myself, like I really feel like I can do things, but I haven't actually done it yet, so I don't know if I can.
Right.
And there was a lot of scripts that would come in, and I was kind of in this weird place from when I finished my Disney show, and then first Spider-Man came out, and Greatest Showman came out, and that was awesome, and whatever, but I didn't know what I was gonna do after that. I was like, and nothing was speaking to me. I would read scripts, and it just wasn't right. And then Euphoria came, and it literally came. Sometimes things are meant to be when they're meant to be, and you just can't fight it.
Right.
Accept it.
You know what I mean? You just gotta accept it.
Sage your crib, you know what I'm saying? Absorb the crystal
Absorb
energy.
the energy.
You know what I'm saying?
How fast, when you read the Euphoria script, how soon did you know you wanted to do it?
Like immediately.
Immediately?
Because I really have trouble reading scripts. I hate it.
We have trouble reading on this show. So.
I hate it. I truly do.
It's like, yo,
All right, relax.
I know.
Charcuterie.
Shade. They was like,
Charcuterie. Charcuterie.
but yeah, I don't enjoy reading scripts. It's really hard for me to get through something.
Yeah.
And I had been reading a lot and nothing was sticking with me. And I was just like, you know what? I guess I just won't be working until the next Spider-Man, which is very scary for me because I feel like if I'm not working, like everything's gonna go away.
Yeah.
Feel the same way. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So something I was supposed to do a movie right before Spider-Man and everything fell through and I was just like, you know, it is what it is. And literally like right when everything fell through, I got Euphoria. I read it, I fell in love with it, and then I shot it the month before I was supposed to leave to London to do Spider-Man. So it was like all just kind of some meant to be kind of.
How do you Eurostep all the pitfalls? You know what I'm saying? Coming from being a child actor to being a serious thespian.
Serious.
Yes, with the raspy voice, like yes.
A thespian.
Inside the actress.
I don't know. You know, my thing again was just like not trying to grow too quick, too soon, and do things that maybe I wasn't ready for.
Yeah.
Because I had to, I don't know, like kind of earn my street cred a little bit before I just went out there. I was like, I'm gonna be the lead of a role, and it's gonna be, you know, whatever. I again had to look out at myself and my career from the outside and be like, well, I'm just not ready there. I'm not there yet. So I need to do a few things that are smaller roles and things like that I think with bigger ensembles and people I can learn from and take my steps. So then when, you know, something like Euphoria were to come along, it would feel like the right time for me and people would be able to embrace it and grow with me. So I think that was the number one thing, was just kind of taking my time and not just saying yes just to say yes. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, those opportunities would be nice because that's a check. It's a coin.
Listen, we love a check.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's not worth it, you know?
Sometimes it hurts.
Sometimes it hurts, but you gotta...
What was that proactive check looking like? Because I see a lot of people.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Messi Miro.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, the commercial checks be nice.
Listen, right. Gotta do what you gotta
Why would
do.
you make us a proactive commercial?
I mean, because you get to that, you secure the bag.
That's... He's not wrong. I mean, that's why people do it.
All right.
Well, next time you see me doing an OB tampon commercial, you know what time it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I'm kind of sad the idea is just you doing it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just
Probably
me.
both of us. Both of us pouring the water.
We're split screen. I got the thing with Kool-Aid. You got the
one with the
generic.
blue?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What was it like working on such a big movie as Spider-Man?
It's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody who's a Marvel fan, but I am. And so,
Everybody.
literally
Take
the
that,
world.
DC.
So yeah, that was crazy just to know that I'm part of this massive universe. Exactly. It's a literal universe that they've created, and kind of is like, you know, the closest thing I think now to like Star Wars and all that kind of stuff, and unlike anything we've ever seen before. So just to know that you're like a little piece of that massive puzzle, to say that I exist in the same universe as Tony Stark and Iron Man ain't bad, you know?
Fuck around, visit Wakanda.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do it.
Were you doing your own stunts in it?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't really have a lot of really cool stunts.
Did you ask them to put some stunts in there? Like, do you read the script and you're like, yo, like, why can't I jangle off?
You know, I don't know if I'm there yet. But when I
see you
get
doing-
there, I
can see
will
you doing some
ask.
stunts.
I will
Come on.
ask.
Do my own stunts, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I was just gonna give him
Pat
his
me on-
moment.
pat
Yeah,
me
go ahead. Go ahead.
Pat me on the back or something, I don't know.
Y'all done over there?
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Zendaya, y'all. Yeah, but you are from the town.
I am.
You know what I'm saying? And now you are in LA. Can you describe, we're New Yorkers. We thought that you could take a train from LA to Oakland in 20 minutes.
I wish you could.
And we were sorely mistaken.
I get on a whole plane and like, nah.
Yeah,
It's like a whole thing.
I thought it was like Bronx to Brooklyn. It was like, nah, fam. This is
Not at all.
it's like Bronx to Switzerland.
That's an $8,000 Uber, dog.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the two?
You know, it actually is very different. I think. Okay, it's one of those things where like Oakland has a very like, not saying that LA doesn't, but has a very rich culture in the sense of its history, like with Black Panther Party and all those kinds of things. But I think if you live there, if you're from there, you can feel and you can absorb, and there's just something about that. But also LA is just, I mean, I don't dislike LA,
Right.
but I don't love it, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Not like I love Oakland. That's my home, you know,
your
so
home,
it's different. But I don't know. I think it's just like, I don't know. LA, you spend like your life in a car.
True.
You know, you don't really get to enjoy anything. You
Say
can't
true, right.
walk anywhere.
Oakland is walkable. That's what I've heard. Oakland is walkable.
Oakland
LA
is
not.
walkable. LA is not. It's the same thing. Like, I would love to live in New York because you can walk places. And when you walk places, nobody cares who you are, what you're doing. They're just like doing their own thing.
They
you
got
know
their
what I mean?
AirPods
They're
in,
doing
you got
their
your
own
AirPods
shit, you're
in,
doing
you're
shit.
like, yo.
Yeah.
Unless you're like the
Zendaya,
wild
they're
dickhead, like,
both-
yo, is that
LA
Jesus? Oh, wow.
Yo.
He's just walking the street like a normal civilian. Wow, he's so brave. I'm like, who?
Yo, Meryl, wow, you got the mall too, like us? I was like, yeah, nigga, I gotta buy underwear. That's why I'm at Target, fam, just like you.
Just like you.
So you're a dog mom.
Yes.
What's the name of your dog?
Noon.
What's the breed?
He's a miniature schnauzer.
All right.
Mini schnauz?
Yeah,
So I
I
heard-
named him Noon because my first dog was a giant schnauzer named Midnight. So then I had a miniature schnauzer named Noon. You get it? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
More like Zandeepa.
Oh!
You gotta add the post effect.
Open your third
I
eye.
heard your dog doesn't really like you, or your dog.
No.
Is this
no.
one of those TMZ rumors?
Here's what it is. Here's what it is, okay? Like any parent, your kids, when they're in adolescence, don't love you or appreciate you as much as everyone else. Like, they want to hang out with their grandma. They want to hang out with their cool uncle. But they don't care about their mom, you know? So it's kind of like one of those things right now where, like, I have to force them to love me a little bit, you know? Chase them around the house for some affection. It is what it is, you know? But it's the mom life. What can I say?
Is that the case with your kids?
It happens,
Kids.
It happens, yeah.
Kids.
It happens, yeah. My kids are always like, Daddy, Daddy, I love it. I'm like, yo, I'm tired, bro. And I'm also very high. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we could do Play-Doh, but I'm not gonna say words that are intelligible.
A little bit of a different situation than mine.
I don't know if I should call
correlation?
children's services
Yeah,
or
there's-
what
I
the hell is
don't
going on
know.
over there?
My
That's
kids is like, yo,
Cry for help?
my kids are like, yo, Dad is great. My son literally graduated kindergarten and very cute. You know how they say, like, what I want to be when I grow
Yeah.
up? He wrote, I want to be an entertainer like Daddy.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You
That's-
spell entertainer?
He spelled entertainer.
Yeah, all right. Like making up stories for Twitter. All right, you designing clothes now?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
here and there, you know.
Yeah. What aren't you doing? You out here, you making every movie, you designing clothes, you raising dogs. Like,
Yo, let's
what's
do
the
a
limit? What's
let's do a
something?
reggaeton album.
What's the next big thing you're gonna do?
Let's do it. I don't know.
Like,
I'm
what's
gonna
what do you
next.
what ideally? If say
Pie in the
you're
sky.
good with money, what is your dream role?
Dream role, or I don't know what I want to do. That's the crazy thing is I don't really know. I think my priority above everything is to be happy with what I'm doing. So whether it be acting for now, which does make me happy and this is what I enjoy, whether it be, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be I don't know, a sculptor, who knows?
Right.
Then if that's what I want to do, if that's what's truly going to make me happy, then that's what I want to do.
See? That's why you secure the bag with the proactive
Exactly.
shit. So then
So that you
later
can be
on, a
happy.
sculptor. Bang, stupid,
makes-
full circle, hello.
It
Open
makes
your
sense.
eyes.
It makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell them to calcify their pineal gland, bro.
But it's true.
I know she can't follow you because I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Just was gonna.
Just go with it.
LA,
Oh, you're a
yo,
professional.
It's LA, you know what I'm saying? It's esoteric, you know what I'm saying?
Now you're just using random words.
You know what I'm saying? Just, no, you know what I mean?
He just looked
Chopping it up at Erewhon and shit, you know what I mean? Like, do a little G-Ling shot, you know?
What music are you listening to right now? Like what album you hyped about? We're trying to stay young with the youth.
Young
Like,
with you.
y'all.
Don't ask me then.
If
I'm
we can't ask you,
I'm
we
an
are
old
done.
lady. Do not ask
You're-
me what's popping in these streets.
Yo,
'cause
do
I
you understand?
not
If
know.
you're an old lady, we're dead.
No, it's no. I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about
In the culture.
Emotionally, as a person inside. I'm an old lady.
So you're
Okay.
like into the classics.
Yeah. Well, not even that. I just don't keep up with
With stuff?
what's going on. You know, like I have to be told what's going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I just.
Playboy Cardi has a song out right now that he needs to release.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Okay. Word.
Maybe if you say it, he'll actually pay attention. Because you got more juice.
Do what he said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Zendaya told you to release that shit too.
But yeah, I don't really keep. I don't know. I guess I work and I stay in my bubble sometimes.
I respect it.
And I'm just really boring, to be honest with you. If I'm not doing this, like people think I'm doing something exciting, but I'm not.
You just be chilling at
I
home
just be
and stuff.
chilling. I just mind my business.
What's
You
the
in
most
the crib?
exciting thing you do?
Yeah, me and my dog.
What's the most exciting thing you do?
Work. Because but you gotta understand my job is
It's
very
pretty exciting.
exciting.
No.
Like
okay, other than work, like
be in a Spider-Man movie
That's
is
true.
not a bad, not exciting
Going to
thing.
the bodega, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Like yo.
But no, say you were like great character, not working. What is something you would do and like all your people, like your staff would be like, yo, what she's wildin'? Like something that's completely out of character.
Leave my house. I'm being,
I like it.
I'm being real.
You're being
I'm
real. I respect it.
It's honestly, it's true.
No, I feel you. There's no reason. If you have a nice house, there's no reason to leave. You got everything you need right there, right?
You make it, yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
create your space
Exactly.
with the,
little feng shui,
yeah,
you know
with
what I'm
the-
saying?
yeah.
The things that bring you joy.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
They spark joy,
Spark joy in your life.
You know what I mean?
Shout out, yeah.
I feel you on that. All right. Are you familiar with bodegas in New York?
No, not really. I mean,
Like a liquor
culturally
store.
from
Culturally,
the
yeah, you don't gotta,
world,
like,
yeah, but
build
I
one or
don't
nothing.
walk around and like I haven't like
Nah, that's cool.
experienced it.
No, bodega like that. Every bodega has like a neon sign that says
Okay.
like what's the menu options, like what you get for lunch, who's not
Okay.
allowed to get credit because they stole in the past. What would you like your neon sign to say?
What would I like my neon sign to say? Why did the lighting just change?
I don't
Wow,
This is an intervention.
way to apply the pressure. Wow.
Pills on TV. We want to help you.
This got serious. Oh my gosh, now I can't think of what to say.
You could be like, go watch my Spiderman movie, go buy Proactive. It could be whatever.
I think mine would say, nah, I'm good.
Check out Spider. Spider-Man Far From Home opening July 2nd.
Hey, check out Euphoria. Stupid is aired Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern on HBO if you don't watch
That's right.
it.
Make sure you can get no check, yo.